We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first down throw. Lock. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's Mack, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Lock. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Luck now on second down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he's out right at the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
Right back to him on 1st down. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Titans getting set to go. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw now for Gabbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Richmond!
Gabbert from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Free right.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play, that's going to hurt.
Throwing on third down, Luck. They'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gabbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Richmond.
Throwing again, Gabbert on 2nd and 10. And the ball is knocked out, and I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On 2nd and 10, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Here's Gabbert. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The red Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 26. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Out of the gun, Gabbard. Flushed out right. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Richmond. Set. Green the line. Richmond. Come back.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Richmond. Black 99 Philly. Tiger.
3rd and goal for Gabbard. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight ends. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. Goes underneath for Henry. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down throw for Gabbert. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff working right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action. Gabbert. Looking here for Smith downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd and long for Gabbert. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Locke. It's brought in left side by Tate. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun, here's Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, that's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing his lock. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Luck. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A second down throw for Gamble. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Tate. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
11B.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Brought in over the middle by Grant. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
11B.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room in midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Titans now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
Gabbert now on 2nd down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The open man is Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Gabbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Love. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Luck. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Gabbard on 1st down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jarrett Davis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Gabbard. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Off the play fake, Gabbard. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down, Gabbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. Back now in Nashville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Richmond.
From the gun, Gabbard going underneath for Lewis. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tate. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
11.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A first down throw for Gabbert. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete to Sharp. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tiger. Come back.
Here's Gabbert now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Tiger. Black dirty, I feel it. Come back.
They'll throw again. Gabbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, it's locked. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Wesley Woodyard. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Black 22! Black 22!
On 1st and 10, Gabbert. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Richmond!
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come back!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Richmond! Hey! Green, the line!
And they'll run it here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Blue 80! Blue 80! Richmond!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Titans are in for 6. Touchdown. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Colts coming out now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll run with Mack. And an alley to run. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd and short. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now we'll carry from Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now Mack, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, when you got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts, This was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you.